So let's start Psalm 19. Psalm 19 it's a psalm of David, and it's a nature song, a psalm of praise. It's a deeply contemplative prayer and song. Okay, I'm going to read it all the way through because I realized part of the reason that my last, I don't know even how many, but to me, they seemed really lame is because I lost track of the forest. Because I was so close to the trees, all I could see was the bark. Okay, Psalm 19. The heavens proclaim the glory of God. The skies display his craftsmanship. Day after day they continue to speak. Night after night they make him known. They speak without a sound or word. Their voice is never heard, yet their message has gone throughout the earth, and the words to all the world. God has made a home in the heavens for the sun. It bursts forth like a radiant bridegroom after his wedding. It rejoices like a great athlete, eager to run the race. The sun rises at one end of the heavens and follows its course to the other end. Nothing can hide from its heat. The instructions of the Lord are perfect, reviving the soul. The decrees of the Lord are trustworthy, making the wise simple. The commandments of the Lord are right, bringing joy to the heart. The commands of the Lord are clear, giving insight for living. Reverence for the Lord is pure, lasting forever. The laws of the Lord are true. Each one is fair. They are more desirable than gold, even the finest gold. Even the finest gold. They are sweeter than honey, even honey dripping from the comb. They are a warning to your servant, a great reward for those who obey them. How can I know all the sins lurking in my heart? Cleanse me from these hidden faults. Keep your servant from deliberate sins. Don't let them control me. Then I will be free of guilt and innocent of great sin. May the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be pleasing to you, O Lord, my rock and my redeemer. You know, lots of songs have been, what's the word I want to use, created by using the ideas and the words in this particular psalm, and for good reason, because it's a very, this is a dumb thing to say, but it's so poetic. The heavens proclaim the glory of God, David writes. In Las Vegas, and I'm told this is because there's so much dust in our air, so it's kind of a good and bad thing, but man, the sunsets here are just gorgeous. Not just pink or gold or just purple, or I mean and the mountains on the west, they kind of accentuate all that. We don't get to see many of the stars because Las Vegas is a city of lights. And the ambient light, of course, makes the starlight hard to see. But when I look at the heavens, especially at sunset, I see the glory of God. Both Debbie and I love the mountains around Las Vegas. They are the mountains to the north and the east are kind of, I mean, they're desert mountains. They don't have big trees. It's just, they're rocky. I like even those. The mountains to the west, well, it's about a 20-minute drive from our house, but Mount Charleston is a 10,000-foot peak, which is, I mean, that's not like the Rockies or the Alps, but it is a gorgeous, gorgeous drive. Pine trees and aspen trees and just it's just gorgeous. When I look around me, I thought this when we lived here from 2002 to 2015. I often thought, Lord, don't let me become so used to the beauty around me that I don't see it anymore. And you know what? I still see it. And I love it. And it nurtures me. The heavens proclaim the glory of God. In David's day, there wasn't ambient light, unless it was a fire or maybe a torch. But that's nothing like all the street lights and all of the, when David went onto the rooftop, which is probably where he would most often have gazed at the heavens, the skies would have burst forth with the wonder of the stars and the planets. The skies display his craftsmanship. I struggle to understand folks who, when they look at that, they think, and basically they only think in terms of physics and astronomy and mathematics. And the math comes into the odds of this happening, or they are astronomical. But their worldview is that all of this came about through chance over time. It was hard for me to grasp. Because when I look at the heavens, they do proclaim the glory of God to me. The skies display his craftsmanship. At the very least, to me, it just screams out, there is a cause for all of this. That this is not accidental. This is not just a weird kind of happening, that it just works. No, I believe, and I'm thinking you do too, that God created the heavens and the earth. And think about it. Why would he have done what he did in making the earth? Because to me, and I'm not a scientist, but does the earth have to be as beautiful as it is? And for me, the answer is probably not. Do the heavens have to be as glorious as they are? Again, probably not. So why aren't they? I think it is because they are the autograph of the Creator. The skies display his craftsmanship. Verse 2. Day after day they continue to speak. Night after night they make him known. It's not like, oh, boom, you have a flash, and there you see a glimpse. No. I see the stars, I go to bed, I go to sleep, I get up, and there it is all again. It's like day after day they speak. What do they say? They speak of his craftsmanship. They proclaim his glory. Night after night, they make him known. And then in verse 3, it's probably obvious, they speak without a sound or word. Their voice is never heard. It's not like, I heard the mountains speak to me. No. They have no voice. They use no words. But he goes on in verse 4, yet their message has gone throughout the earth, and their words to all the world. In fact, anyone who wants to will be able to see the glory of God in his creation. Paul in Romans chapter 2, he talks about how all of creation points to, speaks of the Creator. And there is something in us. I believe that it's part of the image of God that he put in us. He has hardwired us to resonate with the wonder of creation. And if you're a student of ancient history, you realize cultures before and alongside Jewish culture, they actually worshipped nature. They were drawn to the somehow, and it was for them a distorted, I'd even call it a messy sense that there is something beyond them, and there has to be. Look around. For us, we don't worship nature. We steward it. We worship the Creator, the God of nature, duh. And because of our reverence for, our love for, our appreciation of God, we steward the gift of the world that He's created and given to us. We live today in a period of history that there's so much I don't understand. And what I understand about this slice of history that I'm going to refer to is not very good. I think we have what a lot of people think, I'm only stewarding nature. They have, in my opinion, not all, but some have slid over into worshiping nature. I am not against us using less energy that we pump out of the ground or we dig out of the ground. I'm not against that. But I am saying God gave us this stuff, and for us to use it makes sense to me. We have to steward it, but if you're a steward, you're going to use it. I think there is a growing number of scientists, bona fide, qualified scholars and scientists who are no longer on the green boat because the resources God has given us are sustainable. Okay, I will get political if I'm not careful, and I don't need to be political. All I need to say is what you already know. All of the beauty that surrounds us in creation has a role, it has a function, and the function is to proclaim the glory of God. Today, do yourself a favor. Carve out 15 or 20 minutes and go look. Just look and appreciate the beauty. We'll see you next time on So Care with Stevie Boy.